Mai Tai up early for CPI. Hey, I'm on to you, buddy. Good morning. Morning, Milan. Welcome, welcome. So manipulate high to go low, you reckon? Yep, I reckon too. We just tagged into this 15-minute fair value gap, so CBD is still bullish. Let's see what happens. Turn that sound on. That was a good start.
Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 73.52.
There we go. Keep it there.
Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 73.52.
All right. Should be good. Here we go. So, just two of us. Two of you guys. No one's interested in chasing CPI lows? My DMs have been going off today. I've been pretty busy. Everyone's shooting questions. It's been good, keeping me busy. Beautiful. Look at those testimonials coming through in the old general chat. It's good. So, yeah, I think we're going to manipulate higher to go lower. We've been respecting this trend line. I got a trade off of here in the London CRT. I finally figured it out, Mai Tai. I figured it out. And now I am rolling with it. So, yeah, we're obeying this trend line at the moment. We have a look on the
trade MNQM6 CME at BMD sell price 28,853, size 20.0.
If we have a look here, we got expansion like yesterday, right? So expansion, we just trickled up there and took that point out. We got it again today. So we might go higher and come down, double bottom and then bounce back up. So let's see. Tamaya, welcome. Steve-O's in the house from WA. Welcome, Steve. Yeah, so keeping that in mind, we do have expansion, but we are in accumulation as well. So I think we manipulate higher, take some of this dead wood off the top, and then head to the downside to target that low there just below previous. Oh, let's do it here. Previous week lows, which were right here. So this candle here would be it. No, sorry, there, right there. I'll mark it so we can see liquidity. Data low. There we go. All right. Let's see. We're slightly in a discount as well on this this 15-minute. Just going to drop that to the 1 hour. That's what it should be. There we go. Yeah, there's that expansion, right? There's beautiful. Tamaya, there's a good example of expansion, right? 3 really big bullish, bearish candles rather, all in consecutive order. So let's see. We've got this. I just said to the guys, we've got this trend line running through here. I got a little trade off this morning. It worked pretty damn well. We got the CRT top there. Came down. I didn't get in until this point here though, which was at the bottom of the CRT candle, which is still in line. If you see right there. Oh, it was this point here? Sorry. I'll just draw a line quickly so you guys can see. So the CRT candle,
MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,889.5.
The CRT candle was right here, right? It's the one, take out the previous tops, use the body as the entry, the lower part of the body. You can see a number of candles come through it. And then over here, is where I got on it right here. When we come up and retested there, I had a real tight stop on it. It was only like 10, 15 points, I think. It was like $50, I'm thinking it was. And then, yeah, ran down to the previous week low trade. Sorry, that's a lie. That is a complete lie. I did it to the previous day low right here. So we took that out and then it ran a little bit further and then it's jumped back up. But yeah, it was nice. It was only a paper trade. It wasn't nothing special. So I didn't post it up. I'm just trying to get used to the CRT and the rules surrounding it on entry. So it served pretty well this morning, that's for sure. Right. Still got 10 minutes. I'm pretty set today. Got this fair value gap here on the 15-minute. This one here that we're respecting currently. Right, that's where that data candle came in. Pretty much touched that midnight, just a couple of ticks off, and then dropped to the downside. I think we're going to boost up at open and then come back down. Could even take out London highs. I just want to see, there's no 15-minute gaps there. There's one here on the 5. That might be a little bit better. There's a 5-minute right there. Mark that bad boy out. I just want to see if there's anything above this London high. Doesn't look to be. Doesn't look to be. So maybe we just dig a little bit shallow and then head to the downside. We'll see. Mr. Daywolf, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're right on the on that internal trend line, right? Look at it. It's sticking like glue. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be the 5th. And then head to the downside. We could also open and just rip straight down, right? Don't have to manipulate every single day. Market generally won't do it every single day, but it's a good play to watch out for. 830. There's about 100 points from the bottom here down, so, you know, keep that in mind if you're chasing the data candle. Looks like we're going to break these lows right now. We're at 7 minutes left. On the hourly, we've got this guy here that has not been touched, right? And that puts us up on the discount of that particular channel. So got the 4 hour here, and we've been respecting this 4 hour as well. If we do come up into that 4 hour, that's going to clear out that expansion, right? So that expansion there on the hourly is there on that 4 hour, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Is it? What time is that? 4 p.m.? Yeah, it is, yeah. That candle there is those guys there. So if we do come up into that area, it'll come up into this part here and then head to the downside. And then we could be doing like that double bottom sort of formation, right? So we've come up, come back down, and then head to the upside. Potentially take out this liquidity down here. We'll see. We will see. Steve-O, thrilled to have you here, buddy. How you been? CVD is currently bullish, 2200. Oh, nice. That always matters, buddy. That always matters. See that that earthquake in the Philippines, Steve?
Absorption MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,862.5. Trade
8.2 or something.
MNQM6 CME at BMD
Crazy.
sell price 28,862.5. Size 27.0. Sweep
like we are breaking these lows,
MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,855.25.
Liquidity-wise, I just want to check up to the top. We haven't really got much, right? There's not much stacked on the board. 29,000, of course, you'd expect that, but been a round number, but nothing else, right? I just want to have a look to the downside. 42. Not much. Not much. There's no giant wall today. Mate, I saw a bit of footage as well. I saw some poor young kids, you know, hiding, well, trying to hide from it outside in the open. You know, we're told when we have earthquakes in New Zealand not to go outside, trust the architecture, get under the door frames or under the tables. But as you say in the Philippines, those building codes, those buildings are falling down on people. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Good people, Filipinos. They got some good food. So I've been noticing this come through, Ty. Are you seeing this as well? See this patch here? Every once in a while, it just opens up. Wonder if that's like just the data feed or if it's an actual where they're spreading the orders. Got a new guy about to come in. I'm just gonna. There we go.
Sweep
MNQM6
CME sellers
so
at 28,840.
If it's a glitch in the data or if it's literally the spread of orders. I noticed yesterday that the calls from Bookmap was coming.
Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 73.52. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,843.5.
I kind of want it sitting in the background a little bit so it's not so prominent. Hey, Tamaya, great work on your back testing, hey? Really good effort.
Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD sell price 28,847.5. Size 15.0.
You've really ripped into it.
Sweep MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,845.25.
The fastest anyone's gone through this and started heading out of the park is about 3 weeks, right? It was 3 weeks. It was 22 days.
Trade MESM6 CME at BMD recently. By 44.
And that was a guy
Sweep MESM6 CME sellers at 73.53. Sweep MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,857.25. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 184.
Kind of went like, well, how am I supposed to learn? And I'm like, man, like, dude, don't ask me how you're supposed to learn. Like, you should know how you learn by now at your age.
Sweep MNQM6
but I also
CME
figured that
buyers
this guy
at
was in his late 40s because some of the conversations we had, he was really mature. And I said to him, just do this, this, and this. And he went quiet for a couple of weeks, and I was like, man, he just dropped off.
Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,857.
2.5 weeks later, he popped back up and he's like, I'm done. And I'm like, what? He goes, I'm done. I'm finished. And I'm like, he goes, I'm also trading
Sweep MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,856.5. Sweep MESM6 CME sellers at 7,353.5. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,903.75. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 51. Absorption MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,939.25. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,930.5. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 32. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,905.5. Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 7,354.75.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit chicken as well.
MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,932.5. Sweep MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,913. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 41. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,918.25. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,873.5. Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 7,349.5. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,866. Absorption MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,855.25. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,836.75. Sweep MESM6 CME sellers at 7,347.25. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,864.5.
Doesn't matter.
Absorption MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,868.5. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,881.5. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,902.25. Sweep MESM6 CME sellers at 7,352.5. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 46. Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD sell price 28,838. Size 136.0. Sweep MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,869.5. Sweep MESM6 CME sellers at 7,350.5. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 41. Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD sell price 28,850. Size 23.0. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 31. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 34. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 39. Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD by price 28,866.5. Size 15.0. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 39. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 35. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 40.
This here didn't take this candle here, right?
Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 35.
Ideally, it would
Absorption
be nice.
MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,840. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 83. Absorption MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,822.75. Sweep MNQM6 CME buyers at 28,841.25. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 39. Sweep MESM6 CME buyers at 7,344.25. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD by 38. Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD by price 28,838.75. Size 16.0. Absorption MNQM6 CME sellers at 28,816. Trade MNQM6 CME at BMD sell price 28,836.75. Size 17.0. Trade MESM6 CME at BMD sell 71. Absorption
as well.
MNQM6CME sellers at 28,815.5. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,836.5.
This would have been the entry right here, right? So if I put
Sweep
my entry there,
MESM6CME sellers at 7,336.75. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,784.5. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,783. Sweep MESM6CME sellers at 73.36. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,803.75.
only about 40
Absorption
points off at the bottom.
MNQM6CME sellers at 28,836.5. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,853. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,883.25. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,866.5. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,892.25. Sweep MESM6CME buyers at 7,352.75. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,885.5. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,899. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 28,882.25. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,837.25. Size 16.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 47. Sweep MESM6CME buyers at 7,357.5. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,915.5. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,928. Sweep MESM6CME buyers at 7,359.5. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,924. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,925.25. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 40. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,899.75. Size 17.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,939. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,900.75. Size 18.0.
Contracts are sitting up
Sweep
here.
MNQM6CME buyers at 28,948.5. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,948. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,900.5. Size 18.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,959.5. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,975.5. Sweep MESM6CME buyers at 7,367.5. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,966. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,992. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,999.25. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 29,000. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 29,015. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 28,987.75. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,996.5. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,990.25. Sweep MESM6CME buyers at 73.72. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,900.25. Size 19.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,969. Sweep MESM6CME sellers at 73.65. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,965.5. Size 19.0. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 28,950. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 35. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 33.
We are going
Sweep
to come up and cover this
MNQM6CME
expansion.
buyers at 28,951. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD buy price
Have you ever look
28,951.
at
Size
the 15-minute here?
20.0.
We've got
Sweep MESM6CME sellers at
higher highs, higher
7,362.5.
lows.
Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell
We're going to
41.
invert this.
Trade MNQM6CME at BMD buy price 28,939.75.
That's a little,
Size
a
16.0.
little sweep of
Sweep
liquidity.
MNQM6CME buyers at
still
28,941. Trade
This
MESM6CME
could
at
be the break of
BMD by
structure,
33.
right?
Absorption
BOS right there.
MNQM6CME
Into Fair
sellers
Value
at
Gap.
28,944.25. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,930. Size 18.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 36. Trade MESM6CME at
CVD's still
BMD
around
by
2,000.
38.
Pulse
Trade
speed is
MESM6CME at
doing a whole
BMD
lot.
sell
There's 80
46.
contracts down here
Trade
at 28,900.
MESM6CME
Look
at
like we're
BMD
pushing
by
back up.
40.
Yeah.
Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at
Let's
28,948.
see.
Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,948. Size 22.0. Trade
1,500 on that
MESM6CME
CVD.
at BMD by 37. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,921.25. Trade
Second
MESM6CME
inversion.
at BMD by 39. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 28,893.
I want to miss that
Trade
as well.
MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,900. Size 28.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 30. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,900. Size 30.0. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,863.5. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 32. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,900. Size 15.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,900. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 32. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,900. Size 19.0. Sweep MESM6CME sellers at 73.55. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 28,944.25. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 28,956.5. Size 23.0. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,933.75. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 30. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 28,982.5.
Volume, if you look down the bottom, is
MESM6CME
pretty
buyers
much
at
bullish as well.
28,982.5.
That's not even a
Trade
that's
MESM6CME at
liquidity, but
BMD
it's
by
not a sweep,
32.
right?
Trade
I got mine just
MNQM6CME at
triggered at the highs
BMD by
over this
price
midnight level.
28,975. Size 15.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by
There we go.
43. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 28,994.75. Size 20.0. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 29,000.
183.
Sweep MNQM6CME
Malacca.
buyers at 29,014. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 29,021.5. Size 15.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 29,038.75. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 29,045.75. Sweep
Pulse meters are clicking
MNQM6CME
on
buyers at
MEQ. ES is about to start
29,049.5.
clicking.
Sweep
Let's see if we get through this
MESM6CME
liquidity
buyers
here.
at
There's nothing substantial there.
73.79.
About
Absorption
83 is the maximum.
MNQM6CME buyers at
That's looking pretty good.
29,062.5.
The
Trade
multi is at
MNQM6CME at BMD
95%.
sell price
There's 100 contracts just sitting
29,024.
just above where
Size
we are now,
15.0.
119. As a matter
Trade
of fact,
MESM6CME at BMD
CVD
by
is rising
51.
at
Trade
6,100, 6,200.
MNQM6CME at BMD
We've
by
got
price
all bullish volume coming through on the bottom as
29,025.75.
well, guys.
Size 16.0. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 29,050.5. Size
There's 122
15.0.
contracts there now.
Absorption
Let's see with the next pulse
MNQM6CME
if we can
sellers
get
at
up through that.
29,089.5. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 29,059.75. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 29,059.75.
That's more of a sweep.
Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 29,040.25. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 29,039.
We're still
Trade
4,500 on that
MNQM6CME at
CVD.
BMD
Those
sell
pulse
price
meters are still green.
29,058. Size
Could just be a little
16.0.
pullback.
Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 29,025. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 29,020. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 29,043.5. Size 21.0.
That's just sitting there.
Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 29,076.5. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 29,080. Size 19.0. Absorption MNQM6CME buyers at 29,084.5. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,084.5. Size 33.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 33. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 30. Trade MESM6CME at BMD by 65. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,052.5. Size 15.0. Sweep MNQM6CME sellers at 29,050.75. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 36. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,052.25. Size 16.0. Trade MESM6CME at BMD sell 31. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,052. Size 16.0. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,051.25. Size 20.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 29,093.25. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD by price 29,051.5. Size 25.0. Sweep MNQM6CME buyers at 29,101. Absorption MNQM6CME sellers at 29,100. Trade MNQM6CME at BMD sell price 29,090.25. Size 17.0.
There we go, a bit of rising volume again. Big bubble going nowhere though. I'll be watchful of that. 420. I'm done.